What's up, guys? It is me, the AcidCrab. I'm here with my boy Nate, and we are here for some Lost Worlds Clash action tonight between Zhadn and Spike. Nate, how do you feel?
Yeah, hey Grab and everyone. I'm really excited, dude. It's gonna be a fun time. Spike
Absolutely.
and Zayden.
I'm going to go ahead and send the go-ahead to our runners here and switch us over to our other view, and we'll get right into this.
Sounds like a plan, man.
I'm giving our racers the go-ahead. All right, and we are off. Just a little bit of delay difference between our runners here. Will not actually be a delay between them. Their official times will be used. But we see Zayden hitting the world map first and Spike right behind after that little bit of shopping. So, what do you think we're going to see in this early game, Nate?
Well, we have Chrono and Frog, which is pretty sweet. I mean, we got Zayden like checking out like loot right now, power tabs. Probably some like
Water is 15 on
yeah,
Frog. We have, I didn't catch Leap Slash. 15 Lightning, and I couldn't tell if that was a 20 on Lightning 2 or Slash. But we'll keep an eye on that. It looks like Zayden looking to moon skip his way directly into the factory to get some more loot in here, with only 2 party members.
yeah. No, we were talking about this too. That factory has about 9 checks if you do this side and then left side, right?
Yeah, I think it might be a couple more than that, isn't it? Like, I thought it was like 14 total, but maybe I'm crazy. There's like 5 in the deep area of factory here, and then a couple we have access to. Oh, it is Lightning 2 with a 20. I caught on Zayden's screen, so that's pretty nice. But there can be some really nice loot in here, and it's almost as many chests as like everywhere else in the world. And on the other side here, we've got Spike checking out the character recruitment. And grabbing Luca for our trouble. Let's hope it's a good Luca and not the one we saw in this morning's race.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. I'm hoping, obviously, for like a good fire too, or even a flare. Yeah, nothing like earlier today. Napalm is 20, and the fire was 15.
Fire 1 being 15 at least means if spin cut's okay, like you've got in-game solutions. Oh, look at this. Spike looking at factory. Zayden grabbing just the easiest chests to grab in factory. Not spending a lot of time to go deep in here. Just kind of grabbing the things he can get to easily and looking to leave after. In the meanwhile, Spike heading in. You don't have a good AoE, so Crab Conveyor is kind of off the table here. Or not as on the table as it could be. But we do see him going for the deeper loot, which could be a difference in this run. All it takes is 1 or 2 pieces of gear to just like completely change your situation on the back half of this seed.
Spike might be hunting for that hero medal or maybe Grand Leon and checking deeper inside here.
And if we happen to catch one of those, we'll let you know. This is the one where you have to wait 2 sets of robots before you can run again. As Zayden runs in and finds Luca, and we might get a peek at Luca's techs on his side to see what we're going to do here. This bug skip is really tricky that Spike's running into here. So he's grabbing right into the fight and trying out that Luminaire.
Well, Mega Bomb.
Yeah.
Fire is the last deck. The very,
Wow.
very last.
That's really unfortunate. Looks like
It
Fire
is,
Whirl
man.
unlocked on Spike's side. Spike is going
That's
deep into
awesome.
the factory. I kind of like this. Speed Belt
Me
could be
too.
all the difference, too.
In this early game, and Zayden, checking out prehistory, maybe wanting to see what's at the hunting grounds now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
could maybe even Dactyl Nest, too. He could be not too pleased with that Luca. Could be looking to upgrade to a Marl.
Z- Zayden spotted that tab invest in there in that shop and definitely eyeing it up. That 3 speed's really nice.
It really is.
Mm.
Speed is like half of your problem in Lost Worlds.
Yeah, it is. With there only being 3 guaranteed speed tabs like throughout the whole spiel.
Yeah. Spike finishing off factory, grabbing the last couple chests. I don't know if he grabbed the chests out of the crane room. I was kind of flipping between streams, but I didn't see him go in there, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. Zayden kind of doing what I call the front of a forest maze here. Oh, and heading in a little
Silo.
deeper for those last couple as well. Spike following Zayden's suit and going downstairs to the factory as well. See if he can get this like kind of tricky skip in here. And he does. Very nice. Both of these runners started off um, kind of learning a lot about Lost Worlds as they went in. But they've gotten so much better throughout the clash and the different asyncs and from watching other runners and kind of seeing what people do. So, it's just really interesting.
Yeah, it's really cool to see the newer people kind of making new strats. Like seeing a lot of factory now
Yeah.
is nice, where many of us really don't venture into there. Newer people are just they're really experimenting, and that's really awesome.
Yeah, we've had kind of both sides of it. We've had things where like experienced runners have brought to the table, like the new fight grind, and kind of timing that to get the most effect out of it. But we also have, like you said, strategies new players have brought to the table, like Top Pack's rep tight grind into the new fight, or Zayden being one of the first people to come in looting the factory in the clash. Got some decent gear
Okay,
so far on Zayden's side here. Blue mail.
and also the red vest and the tab in vest, that could be, that great setup for Son of Sun. You can just waltz in there and not really have too many issues with that, man.
Tabin suit is Fang and Feather for Zayden. Will Doesn't look like he's going to go for it. Looks like he's got some other things he wants to take care of. Going for old, tried, and true Reptite layer start. You've got lightning. You've got good magic. Mega Bomb rolled a 12. That's good enough to get you through the early game.
Oh yeah,
So
man.
if I was in this seed, I would be looking to accomplish something early, like Nisbo here, like Reptite layer, but I would also be looking to capitalize on getting those late game techs as fast as possible too.
Yeah, the Zayden checking out the grind spot in Reptite, and now we're seeing Spike go up Dactyl. So maybe
Yeah.
Spike is kind of hoping for somebody like he really likes Ayla a lot.
Yeah. I was gonna say you probably know his teams pretty well.
Yeah, it's Chrono Frog and Ayla, so on the
Oh
hunt
yeah,
for
so
that
he would
for
love to find
sure.
an Ayla up here.
Yeah, the 3D attack is super cool. It's very cool. And Zayden is taking the couple grind fights here at Reptite.
That flare is not gonna do it. I don't think.
I think they have.
The 4 flare.
Oh yeah, it's gonna do it.
Oh, it did it.
But yeah,
You can't rely on
yeah,
it for bosses.
nope.
But it'll get you through this. That's good. That's actually really nice to find because That's going to save him quite a few ethers if he does decide to grind here for a little bit. All right, we
Awesome,
see
skip
Spike getting to the top. Will he be rewarded? He gets a robot.
A robot. Robot.
What do you think of
How,
the robot?
how do we feel about robot? Robot tackle has to be pretty sick. And, well, I mean, like, Uzi punch potential. We could find a Robo's Rib in the seed too, you never know.
Absolutely. I played a
possible.
seed earlier with a 15 robo tackle and no Luca or Marl in the seed, and I was so bummed.
Oh man, that shock roll
Shock
to 20.
is 20.
20. That is super insane.
Thank you for the raid from Derek GNC. Welcome everybody. Enjoy some Jets of Time action. We have Zhadn making a wild move into the Geno elevator. Now I've seen Zhadn pull this off before. It's something he kind of keeps in his back pocket, is sometimes he'll knock out this conveyor to get a little stronger before heading into a boss. And then he might leave, but the front of Geno is then wide open later in the seed if he wants to come back. So this is something I've seen him do or heard him talk about. And you do get about, I think it's not quite 90 tech points. You get a good amount of tech points from there.
Yeah, that's awesome, and all the XP too. Just Zayden's at least gonna be out here like what I'd say 18, which is really awesome for just blowing through the rest of these dungeons. Really, the early game stuff. And what kind of rock is our new friend giving out today? The white rock.
Just standard white rock?
No, it's randomized.
Did it roll a plus?
It did, yeah, roll
Okay.
plus.
That's
I'm
pretty
hoping.
neat. But no Ayla for
Yeah.
Spike. I'm sure he would love that white
No.
rock with a girl power team.
Yeah, and Spike is also rolling with Robo instead of Luca too. Pretty confident in that shock, I'm sure.
Yeah, that shock would open things up. I mean, that kind of would open up like things like what Zayden's doing. It opens up like the new fight when you have tech points at a decent spot. Like, there's some interesting things you can do because shock rolled high and you already have decent AoEs on other characters. Yes, so we have a question in chat about the settings. This is Lost World, so it's a alternative game mode where you only start with the future, antiquity, and prehistory. That gives you a total of 5 key item dungeons and 5 key items. And then 2 of the go modes are represented in Lost Worlds. Either Ocean Palace to fight Lavos, or the Black Omen to get to Zeal. Our runners will be spending about the first half of this seed looking for that go mode and getting their team prepared for it, and then the second half will be tackling it. Now we do have a few things that are going to make that a little more difficult and a little more interesting. We have tech damage rando. That means that all of the damaging techs roll different MP costs, and they scale according to what they roll. So if it normally costs 8 and it rolled 15, it's almost twice as good. That makes a big difference for team building with things like Luca, who didn't roll a good flare and didn't roll a good fire 2, but she rolled a great fire 1. So you got to kind of play around that. At the same time, we have gear rando. That's throwing a monkey wrench into the different items that could come up throughout the run, different equipments and weapons and accessories, armors. And could make a big difference for our runners. And then we have vanilla bosses, so we know what we're going to run into everywhere. And Zayden getting a bunch of tech points there. Really nice spot.
Yeah, and Spike is doing an Hosta play too, it looks like, so.
Very nice.
I mean,
he
yeah,
did grind at Reptite to get his tech point doubling probably at the right spot. So with that shock and the Luminaire, I think you could make pretty short work of new and could end up getting tech point tripling on everyone but Robo here.
Yeah, with this randomizer too, Super Volt ends up using Luminaire also instead of Lightning 2, correct?
I believe that's right, yeah.
Yeah, so this new fight's gonna be should be pretty easily me.
Zhadn is having to two-shot these fights inside, for sure. So I think we're probably going to see him dip out of Genodome through the dust chute and come back here later in the seed, perhaps. But that he's going to hope that those XP and tech points put him in a nice spot. Spike starting that new fight, try to get himself in a really nice spot. And like I said, I think he set up tech tripling on everyone but Robo. And you see Super Volt coming out. And he aims the slurp cut at the right one. Yeah, 620 Super Volt.
I'll just almost. Yeah,
Alright,
Zayden did finish out there.
Yeah, he dust shoot out, but now he feels a lot more confident going into Nizbal.
Yeah, I saw everybody was mostly level 20, so that's really awesome for Zayden. Pretty much all set.
Yeah, and just those couple extra techs could give you a huge buff. Okay, let's watch Spike here. Confuse, Water, Frog Squash, Heal Beam. So he got tech tripling on Frog, but not on the other two. That's okay. Still puts him in a really nice spot. Tech doubling is huge in those spots too. Zayden hunting the secret tunnel and finding one of them. Will he be rewarded with the... I don't even know what we're really looking for here. Prism Specs or Dash Ring of his dreams?
Even, hopefully. There's a full ether, which, I mean, it's not awful, but we're kind of hoping maybe even like a tap-in suit also.
Yeah, tap-in suit would be excellent.
Yeah.
Wonder maybe shot could be funny.
It would be, and oh yeah, messing around with that would be really cool. And maybe even finding like a fancy weapon for Chrono, like a Swallow maybe.
Now, some of the seeds of this year's Lost Worlds Clash were mean. Especially week 2 and week 3 had a mean one as well. Now, some of those were handled incredibly well by our racers tonight, and a couple of them were kind of stumbling blocks as well along the path of learning. It'll be interesting to see how they deal with this seed today and who it ends up favoring, because they're both really good players, and they just have very different preferences in team and in go modes and things like that. So it'll be really interesting to see how that all ends up playing out.
Yeah, and Spike also found the Gold Rock hanging out in Kajar, and the Mega Elixirs are also in the shop too. Those are super nice, and it looks like Spike is definitely preparing like a lot more maybe for the long run to just kind of like get a lot of the dungeons over with, and Zayden's just feeling super confident with that grind in the conveyor, that feeling ready to just go tackle these dungeons right now.
Yeah.
Not having to worry about like speed or anything like that, just relying on the damage.
Yeah, and his extra techs he got should put him in a really nice spot for magic damage against Nizbal here. We see an old school stutter step behind the ape there, but getting past.
I think Spike is peaking at Mount Woe.
I don't know if they... Oh, no, they did find regular ethers, didn't they?
Yes.
Okay.
However, do not remember where. But Spike did find that speed belt too. So could take a very quick hike up there. Maybe if they're feeling like they want more techs, just grabbing some rubble fights along the way.
We have not caught Leap Slash's MP roll, but we do want to. We would love to catch it.
Yes. have a nice X strike going on there.
Spike at least checking
But
the shop here. Could be going up whoa. And nope's out. Scary cave.
scary, scary. Zayden, yeah, and
Ooh, Fire Sword 2
curious.
coming out. I don't. Did we get a lightning off on that before?
Yeah, I believe he did do a Luminaire.
Okay.
Yeah,
These
yeah,
early
720
seeds, there's
some.
just so many variables to look at.
There's a lot of stuff. It's really cool just to see, both Spike and Zayden. They had a really big route divergence with like what they like to do at the beginning, and now they're at the same dungeon, and with different parties.
Very different tools.
Yeah, as Spike found that really quick secret cave, and there was a Zodiac cape too in that chest.
Okay, there goes the Luminaire. Now we'll have a shocked Nizbal, and that'll make, depending on what Frog's sword is, that could make his attacks a lot better. His Fire Sword 2. Somebody in chat pointing out that a 20 Lightning 2 Spire is going to be nuts later.
Yes.
Depending what leap/roll.
I'm so excited, man. And water was actually doing pretty decent. It did like almost about 600. So, oh man. Mega bomb.
Looks like we've got a very basic Chrono Sword. So water is going to be our answer, and Mega Bomb is probably our answer on Luca's side. And then this might be a seed where you've got to kind of know to keep one of your party members back, because you're just not adding much to the damage with Chrono here, even when he's shocked. So this is a good opportunity to hold Chrono back. Look for another version of magic damage, and Lightning 2 would work fine here. It'd be better than the Confuse, probably. But we do see Zayden blasting through Nizbal.
Awesome. I'm curious what maybe Zayden's hoping for. Like we're still very early on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want progression, or do you want a pass to go gamble with a pendant? Our first key item is a ruby knife. Ruby knife is solid. It is a go mode item towards Lavos go mode. I don't know that either of these runners are hoping for a Lavos go mode necessarily. A Zeal go mode feels more approachable, especially when you're new, I think, a lot of times. Zeal's a much more predictable boss. Zayden thinking about getting the character, and he decides to do it. Now the problem, well, never mind. I was going to say the problem is he's used up some tech points, which is true, but he does still have the new fight, and he could take a third party member up to new.
Yeah.
It's just pretty late to go grab a third character, but if you're really unhappy with your team, like if you felt like Chrono was a weight that last fight, this could be an interesting play, but you are giving up the future of knowing that you have Spire coming. That's going to be good if you do make that swap. So we'll see what happens, but Robo was really nice. It did have Shock. And a Doom Finger.
Shock is...
It's kind of a mid-tier.
Yeah, that Shock is really cool. Super Volt's making pretty good work out of Nizbal. Yeah,
it'll be pretty decent. Zayden blasting that first Dactyl Nest skip. These two skips are the bane for a lot of new players' existences. especially in a mode like Lost Worlds where this character can be so critical. Bam! Knocking out the second skip
Nice.
too. He says, I'm a dungeon ahead and I want this robot.
Yeah, and I know you were saying earlier with like have this fourth character or whichever way you decide to like get this person. It really can change things. With Zayden now knowing that he has a ruby knife, maybe like feeling there's a possibility Lavos could be coming up. So
I think we're
like
gonna
the
see the
physical
rest of
damage.
Gino here.
hmm
I think he knows he left it open. He's at least gonna grab some stuff, but I'm wondering if he might head and finish Gino now that he has a better AoE to get him through it. But we'll see if what he ends up doing team-wise. He's looking at Son of Sun. Spike, meanwhile, finding his ruby knife. Shout out our tracker, SinisterShinigami, tonight. It's a homie. He's in chat. He's been a supporter for a long time. And it is their debut tracking today. So everyone say hi to Shimmy. Zayden starting off this Son of Sun fight, waiting for that roulette so that we can look for the right bit. We are 2 down. We have not found it yet. This isn't the fastest team. You don't have haste to fix Luca. You found it on the 3rd attack. Chrono's probably pretty quick. But your inputs have to be quick, and Frog is kind of average speed. I don't know for sure if this will be 1 cycle or not. We've got 2 attacks off.
And yeah, Zayden did find their flame too. It's gonna be pretty close, you're right on that. But he also does have a Tabin vest and a red vest. The only person really in trouble would be Frog. So I feel pretty good about this, just with the gear that he's found.
I'm just worried it may not be a 1 cycle, is my only concern, really.
Mm-hmm.
Spike heading up Mount Woe. He says, I didn't get a pass to gamble, but I saw Nate do it earlier, and it worked out for Nate.
Whoa.
As far as finding your go mode. So, Spike heading up Woe with a little bit of a slower team. This team's going to take a little bit more work on Spike's side to get its speed caught up.
Spike did find that speed belt too, so at the very least,
yeah, he's got one
able to run away.
He's got one of them to maybe close to average speed.
And if planning on doing some rubbles, Chrono and Robo, their hit stats is pretty low. Luca's gonna, you want to have like a decent weapon on her since she's really good at hitting those rubbles compared to our 2 fellow friends. Zayden's still hanging out, Son of Sun. Frog down, but ought to be fairly super close to taking them down.
Spike with an excellent skip to get to that kind of floating island on that first screen of Woe. Will he make it out? And he will.
Yeah, that was really nice. Really nice.
Zayden has gotten through Son of Sun. He's waiting to find out if that last flare will come out and knock Glenn down. I appreciate the Chrono Cross names on Zayden's side.
I'm glad you spotted
Robo
those
was named Robic. There's the pendant. So, for a lot of runners, a pendant would point you straight to like the gear and Eris Dome, because then it's kind of a double benefit for going to Eris. And it does look like Zayden's at least going to grab those sealed doors outside of dungeons and check these shops.
And now we know for sure that we can gamble safely, and at the very end of Eris, if Zayden decides to do that, we're gonna find a key item that's like important.
Yeah.
But
Whereas Spike does not. We happen to know Spike is going to be
mhm,
rewarded too, but Spike doesn't know that.
yes, maybe finding another piece of, you know, the Dreamstone maybe. Um,
Could be.
but Zayden with the pendant being able to go to the fairgrounds, it's there could
That's
be
pretty
heals
nice.
there. Yeah,
That's pretty
shelters
nice.
too.
And it's not something every runner takes advantage of when they get it. Because it does eat some time. You probably, like, what do you think you cost going to the fair? A minute and a half between, if you kind of know exactly what you're looking for and you're pretty quick about it, a minute and a half?
Yeah, at least. Oh, yeah, and
Boo.
a silver stud and blue mail. Yo.
Well, Zayden's going to the fair. You were
Yep.
absolutely right.
Hey, I mean, if you're hanging out at the Banger Dome, might as well check out and see what our vendors have. They could have some pretty sick armor.
Yeah, and for anyone in chat that isn't familiar, this is a Lost Worlds exclusive feature where, to make the pendant feel less bad when you find it, Zayden ringing the
Yeah,
bell, sorry. Uh,
I
uh,
appreciate that.
but yeah, when you find the pendant, it also gives you access to this portal that can bring you to the fair, which is these two extra shops, which look at that, heals and mid tonics, revives, shelters, that's handy. Those are all things, revives and shelters are both things that Melchior sells as well. And that's that shop we saw right at the start of the seed. We see Spike coming up on Fitz Fight. And he does decide to take it. Fire 2 rolled an 8. But Luca down. Fitz Fight is worth quite a bit of XP, but it is a scary fight sometimes. As we see Robo trying to get out with his life.
You got it.
He got out of it. That was
Oh.
scary.
It was. I'm getting some flashbacks here, man. I'm not lying to you.
Oh,
But
that
made it
was
out.
wild.
That's awesome. Yeah, that was cool. Wanting to get Spike's wanting to get those levels now.
Yeah.
Probably don't. I mean, there's no guarantee either that we're gonna have a grind spot either. Like we could have Black Omen. There's no like the stair fight in Ocean Palace.
Well, and let's be real here. These are both runners that if they're going to hit a wall in this seed, it's going to be at the end, right? Like it's going to be like a late game boss that's going to be a big hurdle. And that's something both of these runners are aware of and want to prevent. They're both kind of taking extra steps to try to make sure they've done a little extra grinding because I don't know if this is their live race debut as far as being showcased here, but I think for Zayden at least it is. And you know, you want to put forth a good effort, you want to have a good strong finish, and that's almost more important than actually winning the race. It's just having a seed that when you get off the call at the end, you're like, hey, I played good. I didn't wipe, like I pushed through the difficult end game. I planned well. Like you want to have things like that you can like stick to at the end, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, dude. I agree with you there.
Uh-oh.
And
Zayden getting the secret encounter in the Guardian room for opening the menu. Sorry to interrupt. What were you saying?
Nah, it's okay. Nah, I'm gonna be real here. I forgot, but we had a high five fire 2 there. Wonder. Yeah, we'll take a. You got a spin cut from that.
That's wild. If that makes a difference for this Guardian fight.
It'll be like it was all part of the plan.
Yeah. Alright, you can't use Luca pretty much at all in this fight. Uh-oh, we
Yeah,
see
you're
lightning
right.
coming out on Zhadn's side. That is going to get us Delta attacked. We got to take those bits out. And Flare and Mega Bomb are not going to get us out of here. Yes, getting through Guardian is a key item. So finishing off Aristome will get us either the Clone, the Chrono Trigger, or the Dreamstone. Yeah, fire does work on the bits.
Yep.
Phone reminding me. Because I did forget that. So actually that worked out fine.
Yes.
It does not work on the center, the Guardian itself.
Yeah.
But that seems to work just fine.
Oh, 1200, yeah.
Yeah,
You just use 2 of
1200
those
is
bad boys.
workable damage. That's almost half his health. Spike grabbing the last couple chests, finding a Brave Sword for his trouble, but he put Frog in the fryer a little bit ago, so...
Yeah, I mean, it's possible if maybe Frog knows,
Good
like,
stuff.
Frog Squash already.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
true.
Maybe some characters. Yeah, some character swapping could happen.
Mount Woe
Nice
will
Zhadn.
also give us a Go Mode item. We happen to know that it will be either the Clone, the Chrono Trigger, or the Dreamstone as well. But Spike does not know that it can't be the pendant.
Ooh. That Guardian, I'm fairly sure, dropped a Swallow there,
Ooh.
which is super awesome.
That'd be excellent, because it would give you a way to run from encounters fast.
Rebel.
I'm wondering if we'll
Yeah,
run into a seed with one of the fabled Frenzy Bands. You know what I'm talking about? The low percentage chance Frenzy Band has to roll in Gear
Oh,
Rando?
yeah.
Where
low
enemies
percentage?
attacking you refills your ATB. And I think there's
Oh,
like
okay.
a 10 or 20 there's like a 10 or 20% chance for it to roll that effect each seed.
Ooh.
Which is
Oh, that'd
much
be really
better than
nice.
its default. Yeah, it's real nice.
Yes.
I have
No,
not
Rebel.
gotten it and noticed it yet, but I was reading on the wiki yesterday and I ran into it, and now I'm on the lookout.
Ooh, awesome. Got that Rebel down on spikes.
There's I'm All In, Nate, and Batsy, Lord Batsy. 3 of our previous SG Live tournament winners, right?
Yeah,
Leaders.
yeah, 3 people. Yeah.
And SG Live registrations are live now on the Discord, if anybody's interested in playing. I know we have some like brand new players, as a haste helm is found by Zhadn. That's the type of gear.
That's awesome.
That's the type of gear divergence that can like add up over the course of a run. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Maybe it'd be really wild if Spike did find a Dreamstone and maybe feeling like, I could do something quick too if I wanted that pendant, like maybe Son of Sun, which I think that's where, that's where the pendant was.
Yeah, pendant was Son of Sun for sure.
And that haste helm's
Zayden's
gonna
got to
make
be walking out
huge-
of here with a little bit of swag, right? Like, you feel good about
Yeah.
your choice, although you'd be questioning if your opponent had already picked it up earlier. But I don't think... I would feel like I had a good chance of being the first to get it, if not the only to get it this early.
Yeah, man. It's...
What will Zayden
haste
find
helm.
for Aristome here as Spike prepares for what could be a challenging Giga Gaia, but I think he's prepared well for it.
Yeah, I think Robo has a heal beam too, and Spike also knows that.
We have a Chrono Trigger on Zayden's side.
Okay.
So we need one more item, but one more dungeon is Go Mode. And let me remind you, Nate, What did we leave open
Yes.
earlier on Zayden's side?
Oh,
We blasted a
that's
front
it.
door off Genodome,
Mhm.
leaving
did.
it in case we needed a place to do later. And
And
Zayden sprints at
going
that
through it.
door as Spike starts the Giga Gaia fight. Wow.
That's some confidence there, man.
So that means the Dreamstone is either
Up Mount Woe or in Genodome. Yeah.
and the same for the clone. The clone is the other.
Yeah, the clone's the other, so we know for sure. We got
So
Ruby
if
Knife
Gino
at-
is clone, Zayden takes a big advantage here. No.
No.
Wait, if Gino is
It-
clone, Zayden and Spike are in a full-on race to endgame.
Yeah, it could two different go modes. It could possible. Yeah.
And if clone is on Woe, then Zayden gets an advantage
Yes.
because he would be on
That's
track
wild.
to a go mode and Spike would still be looking. He did not skip the conveyor. He did the conveyor earlier as part of a grind. So
Yeah.
he blasted the front door off of Gino so he could
I
come
was
back later.
honestly wasn't aware of that either. That you could just go through the conveyor once and then you could talk to the computer and be like, "Yeah, let's just skip this whole spiel."
Yeah, I
That's
had
nice.
to do it one time because I had to leave and buy ethers.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't. I was
Yes.
not gonna be able to finish that place without going to buy ethers.
Yo, good job, Spike, on taking.
Spike
down
took
Deviant.
out Gaia fast. I thought Zayden was gonna make it through a little bit more of Gino in the time it took Spike to do this. What will Spike
That
be
shock.
rewarded with?
Yeah, that shock's doing really well for him.
It is a Dreamstone.
way.
Spike has a
Oh.
go mode. Spike has a very
Man, let's
early,
go.
very dangerous go mode in his hands.
Yeah, it's super dangerous.
I think he's okay
Not-
for Black Tyranno. I don't think he would
yeah.
really start hitting hurdles until late game, but he's going to have to make sure
Just-
he's ready.
Yeah, hopefully, like along the way, there's some more gear that would help with the status type schmeals and yeah, 'cause this Lavos, it's gonna be a little scary with this team, with them being a little slower.
We still got time to find solutions.
We do.
We got time to
Yes.
find we got time to find
There's
status protection.
plenty.
That's kind of the thing is Zayden goes into this and will go into his go mode maybe not needing to find as much along the way, not needing things to change much, just needs to stay steady. Spike has to really kind of make moves and make sure he's ready for this end game, because once he hits a wall, it'll be too late kind of to go back and grind easily. So I trust both of our runners here. I
Me
just want to
too.
point out that this is not free. Spike's gonna have to work for this endgame. And Leap Slash is next. I did not catch what it rolled. Maybe someone else did. Spire is kind of a tough
Yeah.
one to spot, isn't it? It's kind of like
Yeah,
a
Spire-
Volt Bite, where it's good because it usually doesn't cost anything. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
and with Spire,
So
yeah, Spire-
Spire would be a hard one to catch as maybe as a new player and be like, oh, this
Mhm.
rolled incredible.
and I'm not certain. It is Lightning 2 and Leap Slash, I think. And you're right. I
Yeah.
think is definitely newer. But I mean, you never know, man.
Yeah.
Zayden could catch it going down their tech list and be like, oh man, I have Spire. And that's also, I mean, another way you could find out.
Yeah, that's how I found Voltbite in the past. Was
Mm-hmm.
I tried it when it rolled like 8-8 and it was keeping up with like my 20 techs, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's real nice.
That's nifty, dude. Yeah. Yeah, the Spike's sitting at a cozy level 24. Yeah, 24, and Zayden's up there too. So.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the amulet
like
for Zhadn.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Because, I mean, so we know now, with Dreamstone is up low, and the clone is going to be here,
Yeah,
that, I mean, even with the mutants, they have some status things going on, so that amulet's super cool find.
it is.
And, yeah, it's not fun whenever they're making you fall asleep and poisoning you and slowing. Ooh. Awesome find. There was another swallow chilling in a chest in Tyranno.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, right by the stairs. Sweet.
oh, we need a little bit of more on that Zayden side. Oh, look
Line
at
bomb.
that. Finding line bomb.
Yeah. That's also what I love about Tech Rando. You see all these different dual techs that aren't usually used. Because, you know, with Flare and just like, if you played vanilla, like Flare, Luminaire, like that was the way to go. And you'd be set for a lot of the game. But here, some of that stuff could be rolled really low. And like now, in this case, Line Bomb is just doing super cool like damage, and it's fun to see all these different like dual techs happening. Here, there's another one.
Spike making it to Nizbal 2. Hopefully we'll be in a good spot for Nizbal 2. Alright, Zayden finishing off the top or the downstairs of Genodome. And then we'll head upstairs to the laser fights. If they don't give him any trouble, he'll be right on his way to go mode with a robo ribbon in hand.
Mm-hmm.
The robo ribbon sitting in Genodome.
I kind of wonder, you know, with Zayden finding that, if he's still gonna roll with his crew or not.
Yeah, it's hard
Because that
to
really
say.
does change Robo. It changes Robo a lot.
Yeah.
Like with that extra speed, and then I think it's Prism effects too.
The problem is,
Or
I
maybe
think it would be hard to pick out a dual tech party to go woo next to Robo with this tech list. It would be hard to like pick out
Yeah.
Spire or Fire Sword, or like figure out what's gonna be best for your endgame.
Yeah, and Fire being the last one too on Lucas' side of things. So that's
He's
Robo Tackle
rechecking.
too is,
Yeah, it's only shock.
yeah.
It's really only
Which is
shock he's
cool.
bringing to the table. Alright, Zayden heading up. He's gonna fight some laser turrets, fight Mother Brain, and he'll be on his way. Spike, on the other hand, on kind of the last level of Tyranno layer before the Black Tyranno fight, but he's got a lot of difficult bosses on the road for him.
There's that Frenzy Band you were talking about. I don't think it does anything special though.
Oh, it didn't roll it
Unfortunately.
this time?
Nah, I don't think so. It's still cool to have though. Like whenever you use that in Chrono gets hit, especially with the Swallow, those counterattacks would definitely be super nasty.
Yeah, I remember we used to use it for Black Tyranno a lot, and Rusty.
Mm.
It was nice for
Yes,
Rust Tyranno.
because anytime during the countdown, I guess that counts as like an
Yeah,
attack.
when they roar,
Yeah.
you counter them, and it's great. Now we are entering the 49-minute mark.
Mm.
Now these runners, Spike kind of found his go mode in a double tap, right? But
Yeah.
Zhadn, much slower paced, but is going to get it in more dungeons. Now that's going to leave him stronger going into late game. And there is some time to be made up. I'm curious how, like, mutants are going to go.
Me too. It's
The first mutant
well, I
especially.
mean, it's with and on Zayden too, doing that grind on the conveyor, and Black Omen, you really don't have to be like. I mean, to be honest, being level 33 for like Lavos, that's like being the more difficult boss. That's where I'd be like, okay, yeah, 33 is cool for that. But with Black Omen, I feel like Zeal kind of gives you a little bit more leeway, where you can do that at a lower level.
She definitely
Like,
does, but I do think
Mhm.
if you do go in with extra levels, like, I do think you're rewarded for it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Like, in
And
safety, if nothing else. I think there's time to be made up on some of those late game bosses just off
yeah,
having a few extra levels going in. Like, I feel
and
like a lot of
also,
times if I get go mode after 2 dungeons, I'm a little more on
mm,
edge the second half of the seed. Whereas if I had to do 3 or 4 dungeons, a lot of times I like a little more cozy, a little more comfortable.
yep, yeah, I agree with you. Like, 100% there. With anytime you find an early go mode, yeah, it does kind of it does psych you out. There's no kind of, it does. And I mean, I'm not sure if like Spike found any heals to use against Lavos,
Yeah.
and like with dealing with obstacle.
Yeah, and we don't
But I
have
mean,
Marl to cure too. We have Frog, but
yes,
Frog's got some downsides to him. Robo's got some downsides to him, but he's bringing a decent Lapis-sized heal to the table.
and Zeal, yeah, Zeal 2, like Phone saying, that is a damage race with the Hexagon Mist and the Dark Gear shenanigans.
Well, and let's say you have 3 extra levels, and that 3 extra levels adds up to like 500 damage on your main dual tech, right? Like, that kind of
Yeah,
adds up over the course of a 10k damage race. There's that clone.
it's massive.
That's going to be the go mode. Now, thanks to our excellent tracker, we also know that Zayden has the Robo Ribbon, which he found in that last dungeon. And now go mode. He didn't find the Hero's Medal, and he didn't find the Grand Leone, but neither did Spike.
Yeah, so it's those two. They're super hidden.
I think this
And
race
fair-
is probably closer than it looks to some of our viewers because of the kind of the intricacies of these late game go modes for these runners and these kind of strange team parties or party compositions. I think this is going to be an interesting end game to watch out in real time.
It will be. Death Peak, just like Tyranno there really, is a fairly short dungeon.
Yeah.
And I know it has its quirks though, with you have to be careful you don't like fall off the little ledges, and some of the skips there can be tricky, but it's definitely Zayden, it is a lot closer than what it does look like. Is Spike's checking out the future, maybe checking to see like if there's shops that he missed out on that. Oh, okay, okay. So probably a little worried. I'm not really sure which item Spike's missing out on, but wanted to make sure that they're cozy. Like you said earlier, once you kind of get into Ocean Palace and you're down that elevator, it's gonna take a long time to just get out of there. Unless you do like unless you lose the Lavas one, then you can watch that cutscene too, I suppose. So would that unlock the fairgrounds if you do wipe the Lavas one, or
No. You can
okay,
leave out that portal inside the shell to go back to the future, but it does not give you access to the fair. I think
okay,
you just come out of Banger Dome, if I'm not mistaken.
good job, Zayden. Nice skips there.
Yeah, excellently done. Did you swag tree?
He swag treed.
We've been working on
No,
swag tree. We've been
yeah, he
working on it.
totally did it.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was sick. A nice gold stud there too
Yeah.
for swagging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. And yeah, Spikes.
Yes, we did say swag. Thanks for joining. Drop us a
Swag,
follow.
swag.
If you like Jets of Time action and want to see more,
Mhm.
we have more Lost Worlds action all this week. Tomorrow we have a race between our seeds 3 and 4, which are I'm All In and One Free Fits is tomorrow night. And then Friday night, I myself, the AcidCrab, take on Lord Batsy in a Match of the Year candidate.
Super, super excited for those. I am. Yeah.
Zayden killing the slippery slope, doing the pause before the enemies here. And
Spikes
inching his
just
way
booking
down.
it.
Wow, killing it.
Yeah.
Both of them just sprinting. Do you think they feel behind or ahead, or what do you think they feel going into 56 minutes into this seed and they're done with their first go mode
Um.
dungeon?
Well, just by what we're seeing, like right now, they're both of them. They're just flying through everything. So, yeah, I'd say they're feeling like they're a little behind right now, and
I think
it's
Spike probably feels ahead, maybe,
yeah.
because he hasn't done that many dungeons. And then Zayden maybe
True.
feels a bit behind, but isn't, but it's hard to know.
Yeah, you're right about that. Spike found their go mode with just those 2 checks there, and Zayden, having to
Wow.
do a little bit more, but yeah, those sword streams and all that,
Sword Stream will
and
get us by until we get Spire.
yeah, like those levels, it's gonna help so much just going through Black Omen.
Yeah.
And the goons won't be an issue either.
Yeah,
With
we're
like
okay
the
for
sword stream
goons.
doing that well.
It's really that first mutant, even the second mutant, we kind of
Mhm.
have answers for. Because we can single
Yeah,
target him. We can fire one, except we don't have fire one yet, but
mhm. But we do, we have our flare, the luminaires on Zane's side at least, and really, if they wanted to, they could also throw in Robo too if they feel like they don't have enough magic on their
oh,
side.
that's a really, really good point.
Mhm.
I very often switch my party at the second half of a Lost World seed, especially with like a Black Omen go mode, because you know exactly what you're gonna run into. Like you're like, okay, I need AoE for this boss, AoE for this boss, single target for this boss, and like it's kind of okay to have, like, if you've got Magus, like Magus may not do much for Elder Lavos spawn, but Robo sure will. Both of them clearing through their bosses here. So Zayden
Really
heading
good
into the
stuff.
Black Omen itself. as Spike heads into the Ocean Palace. It is not over yet.
Nope. No,
Um,
yeah, this is cool.
just to talk, like, we've kind of talked about this off stream a little bit, me and you, Nate,
Hmm.
but these runners are their own full, they're their own runners. They go about things their own way. They've got their own strategies in their pockets. But they both did come up through our Gato Cup system at
Oh yeah.
at different points, right? And
Hmm.
Spike
Yep.
was your mentee, and
Yes.
Zayden was
Oh,
mine.
okay. Yep. Okay.
Now, like I said, they've completely learned and moved past all of that. They are their own runners, but I do think
They
that
are.
it's fun to see how much they've learned and like how much their play styles have evolved. To give you an
Y-
idea, I think both of these runners have runs close to a 130. I think Zayden's is a bit
mm,
higher than a 130, and Spike's best run is a bit lower than a 130 for this flag set. Um, but they've had a lot of times really close to each other throughout the event as well. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this goes, because all that's left in both of these runners' seeds are the hardest parts of the run.
It is, and it's really, yeah, it's insane, like how much like both of them have improved. They're both at their end game dungeon. It's just an hour in. That's that's really good. Yeah, both of them have they've grown as runners. It's super awesome to see. This they're giving us a show right now. They are.
Absolutely.
Wondering how long maybe Spike's gonna chillax here at the grind spot.
Yeah, he got to that grind spot really fast. Ooh, Frog's going in.
Hmm.
Frog's going in for Frog Squash.
Yep.
Will he recognize the potential power of Cure while he has him
Yeah, that is something new. In case people are new watching this, that Cure
here?
2
In you.
does also hear. Yeah, it does heal status effects too.
Yes.
Um,
And that is huge when you may not have a stack of heals. Zayden does have a stack of heals. Spike does not. And we don't know what status obstacle will be, but that is something both runners will find out. Lightning 2 is
yeah.
20 and the next tech.
Ooh,
And that it
those
will give
spires
us
are.
Spire. So if we see goons on the elevator, that would go a long way towards getting it to us. But it looks like Zayden's got the right idea here. Let's just zoom through here. Let's get out of these fights that aren't worth many tech points. And let's see how fast we can make it. We have just crossed the
Yeah,
1 hour mark. We're at 1:02:15. Both of our runners just playing it out.
and Spike's satisfied now. Just learned Spire,
What levels are we
so
at over
definitely.
there? I feel like we're
Oh
maybe a
boy,
little low.
Spike? I don't know. I'll keep an eye on our friend Spike
I'd be
here.
surprised if he was 30.
Me too. Yeah, they're dropping hyper ethers, cool. And Frog is looking
I
like
think we just
he's
got
at low
Spire
enough
on Zayden's
points.
side.
Hmm.
And the
That's gonna.
fact that Zayden was checking the tech menu for Lightning 2 tells me if he doesn't know Spire is coming from it, he knows that Lightning 2 rolled good and that he wants it. So there's a good chance Spire gets found here. And I want to see how much damage it is. This eye is trolling
Yep.
Zayden.
Yeah, it was over and over.
Wow, he did a great job stopping for
Nice.
that second one as Spike heads down to the elevator. Now, I usually think of if you're the Black Omen runner, or if you're the Lavos runner, you don't want to be on the elevator when the Black Omen runner gets on their first elevator. Like, that's a sign that they've got time to catch up to me always.
Mm,
Does that make sense? Like, if I'm watching side by side, myself and someone else's run, if they're on the elevator at the same time, then the Black Omen runner maybe has a little bit shorter of a time.
okay. Yeah, because it does take a hot minute to get through the Ocean Palace. Um,
Yeah. Well, and
and
all the
I'm
bosses are actually a challenge. Like, you've got twin golems we're gonna see after the elevator, and the elevator's long. We've got
yes,
twin golems. We've got Lavos Shell, which can be like surprisingly hard sometimes. Lavos 2, and then Lavos 3 is pretty much the Zeal 2 fight, but you have to unlock it. The ability to hurt it.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. It's taken
Delta
down either the
Storm
middle or
on
the left
Spike's
bit.
side.
Ooh, nice. Spire Bros are winning. Yeah, it's. Oh yeah, this is really close. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So let me see here.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, it's happening.
It's
Your
happening.
prophecy.
Now that doesn't mean anything because like that's
No.
all based on averages and stuff. Average runs, really
Mm,
well executed bosses, having the tools to get through mutants. So like all that changes when you run into situations like this where Spike is probably prepared for everything he's about to fight as far as like he has text to use against it. Zhadn is fighting at least one mutant that he's gonna have to kind of figure out a way to get through it. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, Chrono. I mean, Luminaire. Like, I mean, Lightning too did roll 20, so that'd be nice for uh the Giga Mutant, and it just sucks
Well,
that we
28
can't
on
really use
Spike's side, by
Spire.
the way.
28. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, yeah, it's unfortunate we won't see too much Spire action on Zayden's side, at least for a little while.
Yeah.
But
Elder Lavos spawn, it
yeah,
could make that fight. And then same thing
oh
for
yeah,
like Zeal 2, Zeal 1, Mammon Machine.
yeah. I mean, there's Spire. There's a lot of different things that they can do, like with Chrono being faster than Luca. Maybe whenever like Chrono and
Goons,
Frog.
so
Yeah, the
extra tech
goons.
points.
Yeah, it's fancy how you can kind of line up people's double techs with the ATB bars, like how you plan that all out and maximizing your damage. So there's be like, oh, we could do X strikes and spires, and then Luca's getting ready. Chrono's a fast person,
Yeah, it's pretty
and we
wild.
can finally do
Especially if you
Spire again.
a lot of seeds I'll have like Chrono, Marl, Luca, and maybe you've got haste on Luca. And
Yeah,
so like you're doing Antipode 1 and Fire Sword 2 and you're just doing them every other time. Marl's just non-stop duty.
yeah, and I'd forgotten already that Zayden did find that haste helm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that haste helm could be huge because that could give you an answer to mutants. Make it a lot easier anyway. I think Spike is heading down towards that elevator now, though.
yeah,
I don't blame him, though. I'm
I don't
usually
know.
looking for about 500 HP, and that's if, like, my gear is pretty solid. If my gear is really bad, like, if I'm still using, like, hide helms and stuff, like, I might take a couple extra. A shield dress coming out on Zayden's side.
Oh,
And the new
shield
shop
dress.
showing its wares. The only thing
Rainbow
really
helmet.
attractive there is hyper ethers for me. I'd definitely be grabbing at least a couple of those just so that I could spam in late game bosses. But we got some
Yeah, and
good
those
helmets.
rainbow. That'll be nice for Giga Mutant when he does like their little lightning attacks, and
That's
I'm not
true.
certain with. I don't know if Spike has any revives or not, because they'd usually be under the shelters, I think. So
Oh,
it could be leveling up some more because of that reason too.
that would be really unfortunate. You do get a
Yes,
chance to buy revives at the beginning of the seed, and then some seeds you don't get an option to run into them again. But I think we did run into revives in a shop or two. Oh, one of them was at the fair though.
yeah, like that's also kind of a little lame about finding that early go mode. Um, Not having that pendant can kind of be a little whack.
Yeah, it's that trade-off
Um,
of you wouldn't necessarily choose to do a dungeon to get the pendant, but when you find the pendant, it doesn't feel as bad anymore.
yeah, so it's just kind of one of those schmeals where you have to know like what the bosses are going to do later on and what your team's capable of. So if you have no revives, you might want to be like, okay, yeah, let's hook up Chrono with some like status immunity stuff. So that at the very least, if somebody goes down, it won't be the person that can use life,
Yeah.
and we can recoup.
Green Dream often lives on Chrono for me, for that same
Hmm.
reason, or Marl, or especially early. So if they sneak something off on me, I can recover from it. Spike on that elevator. He is taking out the
Ooh,
Barghest here. As Zayden heads into the 2 goons and a red scouter fight.
those
This fight is
those
one of the ones that we normally run from that is actually worth quite a bit. It's 60 tech points. So if you are needing tech points, which I think Zayden's looking for one more tech.
I'm thinking it's fire.
Yeah, I think you're right. And he'd probably like to find that before the second mutant at least. So he's going to take this fight for the extra tech points. As Spike continues down the elevator. Zayden just a couple rooms and a hallway from his next boss. Spire and Delta Storm acquired on Zayden's side.
Spike making it through that one. We've still got some scouters, but maybe
Wow, great eyeball skip
Frog
by
going
Zayden.
down.
Yeah, looks like Spike's a little worried here. Oh, he healed Frog. Frog Squash is...
An 8, maybe? I think.
Yeah, but I think with the heal on Frog, I think that takes this out of killing.
Okay, good. It took, at the very least, that took 2 of them out.
Yeah, it took 2 of them out. He can recover it. Zayden with an
Yeah.
excellent skip around that sentry turret. Hey, he noticed Spire. He just went and looked. It's
Yeah, there it
4
is.
and 20, which is vanilla value on Leap Slash, which we knew from chat earlier. But he noticed, and I think he's going to damage check it. If he damage checks it, it'll change his run, I think.
It will. It's nice to, especially with Tech Rando, those, you can see your dual techs and triple techs right there. It's so nice. Spike's cruising down the elevator. I think just the scouters and... No,
We
yeah,
have not seen
the
Spire
scouters are
go
done.
off yet, but we will in a couple bosses.
We could see Spike do that on the Golem boss, or the
That's
twins
true.
here.
That's true.
And
Follow it up with Fire. Keep him on a good counter or good mode.
yeah, you
Ooh, Spike with the good scouter skip.
could...
Can
Nice.
he get the other one? He tried to do your little fancy switch sides maneuver. And unfortunately, it didn't work out. Zayden resetting out there. Because maybe he forgot to heal.
No, that was super cool. Spike getting that Scouter skip. It is tough, but
It
then once
is.
you finally like realize how it works, it's just like, oh yeah, like
You've got to feel
it
it
just becomes
once,
muscle
and then you're
memory.
like, oh!
Mm-hmm.
And then if I start
Yep.
thinking about what I'm doing, I mess it up. I have to like autopilot it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Spike,
Going for the Delta
also for
Storm.
Golem Twins, a Hypno Wave and a Speed Tap in that chest. Okay, that's really nice. Um, could do some Spire action, then Hypno Wave to make him go to sleep, and whenever he just needs to cycle out to the fire, and just like do a little loop-de-loop. Um,
I don't know if 25 damage is enough to Delta Storm.
was it doing 25?
It was doing 2,500,
Oh, okay.
and I just wonder if we would have other, like what Lightning 2 and Water 2 is doing. Or Napalm and Lightning 2 combined or something like that. And it looks like he's healing, so maybe check that out. It also lets you keep a party member up. Like Napalm's doing half of that amount of damage, which is real, like pretty solid. And we've got haste on Surge, or on Chrono, named Surge.
No.
Spike heading into that scary twin golem fight.
Yeah, and it's with the triple text too. I know, well, I believe I do, that there is a glitch too with that, right? Whenever you use a triple tech in one person's ATB bar, it's usually like it goes up the normal way, but the other two people, it does go slower too.
Yes.
So I mean, with
So
Giga
it's actually
Mutant,
supposed to affect everybody that way, even on single techs. But it doesn't. Zhadn blasting through Giga Mutant, actually. He actually
awesome.
made short work of that.
Yeah, those napalms were doing the trick.
Yeah.
Nice, nice, quick, and that that lightning too. Rolling to 20 definitely helps out a ton there.
That was very, very nice. That's going to take him to the second elevator. So this is a pretty close race, because we have a second elevator, which could roll 0 to 3 encounters, right? And then we run a hallway, or maybe a set of hallways, and then we are at our final 2 bosses before the last save point. Meanwhile, Spike gets through this fight and Lavo's Shell, and then he gets his last save point. And we see goons again.
Oh, the goons.
That's good.
And I'm seeing
that's 100 extra tech points that Zhadn's gotten by that RNG of being able to get goons on both elevators.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Spike is doing a Lightning 2 and a Hypno Wave strats, and probably keeping Frog on the back burner for whenever they like burp at the end.
Oh, clever.
And he can maybe pull off like a quick heal.
Now Lightning 2 will kill both of them at the same time.
It will. Yeah, it's.
I'd probably be
really
trying to throw 1 Fire 1 or something, just to stagger their health a little bit. But Spike getting through this very nicely and hitting the first burp. Zhadn on the last hallway before his last set of bosses. And there is not a lot of time between these runners. And we have still to come a couple of the toughest bosses in the seed coming on both runners' sides.
Yeah, I mean let's see. So we have the Terra Mutant Elder Spawn, and then Zeal on Zayden's side. But the way that he handled Giga Gaia, nice bat skip. It honestly shouldn't really. I don't see it being too much of an issue with him, man. Spire, like we were talking about earlier, will help out a ton with the Elder Spawn, and then we can like basically napalm our way. And even if he's feeling like using some Lightning 2s against Terra Mutant, that's all you would need for that fight. And it's really close. Like those bosses can be taken down quick.
Yeah.
And
I think Zhadn's in a really nice spot. Like Zhadn isn't probably likely to run into a lot more hurdles. He's kind of positioned himself really well. That's not to say Spike hasn't, but Spike is on the more unpredictable end boss. You know what I mean? There's more things that can go
Yeah,
wrong with a Lavos 2 or a Lavos 3 than I think what can go wrong with a Zeal. Not to say wipes don't happen. We've seen some of even our like our highest tier runners have taken wipes to
oh
Zeal
yeah.
and Lavos. But I think Zayden's probably feeling pretty comfortable team-wise here.
Yeah, and even on Spike's side of things, going into Lavos, level 34, that,
That's
and
solid.
especially with Chrono, Frog, their health, it's going to be up there where both of them could survive like at least two bananas in my opinions. Um,
Yeah.
so that's one thing
I think
that,
he's got a lot of things going for him. He's built a good team.
hmm yeah, and Luca, I mean, has pretty good hit points too. It looks like up at 500. So I mean, she's squishier, but can take at least one of them. And we're gonna be seeing what obstacle is in a second too. That napalm. Oof.
Oh, he's trying out the sword stream for
Yeah.
1600. Spire, I think, would do double lightning 2 damage, even without the side of the lightning, or without the leap slash damage going through. But that
Okay.
napalm is kind of our bread and butter here anyway. Oh, there's
And we're
Spire.
seeing. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah.
3471 on a bad roll on the, like, the leap slash side is
Yeah.
doing nothing. Clean.
Just like that.
Clean. Now wait until you see that same tech in this next fight. Because it's going to be
Yes.
doing 4K plus.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That Elder Spawn is gonna have yeah, another thing coming for sure.
Yeah, well, Zeal 2 might have some things coming.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, man.
What
Like
I would
it's.
love to see from these runners is I'd love to see them both with a close finish, a strong
Mhm.
finish, and a clean end game. That would just be
Me too.
excellent to see from both of these guys.
Yeah. Like both of them really close right now. Just an Elder Spawn and another fight for Zayden in the way of getting to Zeal, and uh, Spike's gonna be done with the Lava's shell. And
Wow.
right now, right now, yeah.
You
So
called it.
it's super tight. It's super tight race right now. I'm sure both of them are,
Oh,
hanging on
Spire.
by the edge of their seat.
43-44.
Yeah, that's insane.
Oh, it's
Big numbers.
clean. That's just, like I said, Spire and Volt Bite, and I have a couple others in my pocket that are like, these techs don't need to roll good to be good.
Hmm. And they're so cool. Like
Yeah,
using the sword as a light rod.
yeah, it's a really cool animation.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I think you're right, Phone. I don't think we put magic on Chrono at all. We may have
Mm-mm.
Prism. No, we may have Prism specs on him. I don't know where the Prism specs ended up that Zayden found. Y'all, Spike is starting
Mhm.
Lavos 3.
Ooh
Or
yeah.
Lavos
Yeah.
2,
So
rather. He's
who?
starting Lavos 2,
Yeah.
and then Lavos 3, ideally. That should be a clean
And
Elder
that's it.
Lavos spawn. That's going to put Zayden at the final save point and head into this final gauntlet. We're going to have stereo bosses, different go modes from both of these excellent runners. We are at
Yeah.
122.42.
That's so good. They're showing off their mojo. I'm happy for both of them. And like yeah, like you said before, they're both just wanting to do this end game here. No wipes, just keeping it clean. As that arm's now like it's pretty close.
This
Spike's
this
gonna
is
be safe.
this is close, and we don't want anything bad to happen for anybody at the end of these runs. But we've seen Lavos do what he wants to do a lot of times. And we've seen
And those extra
Zeal
levels.
do the same thing. But those extra levels should put us
Yeah.
at a nice spot. But Luca is sitting on 6 HP right now. So nothing is free in this world.
Nope. Not a thing.
Spike
Oh,
panicking
dude.
just a little bit. Not a big deal. Take a deep breath.
Yep.
You got this. Be decisive and safe.
Defensive. There we go.
Yeah. He goes for the recovery. He does not want to afford a wipe here. You see Zhadn, full tech list. That means we have Spire and Fire. Spire and Fire could work out real nice for this endgame.
That's a nice rhyme.
Upping battle speed up 1 to make just for a little bit of safety on Zayden's side. He wants a clean end game finish here. I think Zayden's gonna be okay as far as this end boss goes. Spike does have both arms down. We're gonna see the obstacle come out. Wanted to say I saw slow earlier. No, stop.
Oh no. No, not stop.
Not stop?
Go away. Go away to
Oh.
stop. Yeah, it's stop. It's stop. I don't like that at all. Yeah, it's using Cure 2. Spike knows. Spike knows.
Hey, look at that.
Yep.
Hey, but look at Spire on Zeal 1. Can we hit 5k? No, but we can hit 4777.
Triple sevens.
And Fire 1
And
for
that's
2k. Boom!
Ooh.
We
Bring
have
the
a
fireworks,
race,
dude.
y'all. Spam
Yeah, we
emotes in
do,
chat. Because this is close.
Do it. Do it. Yeah, this is insane, dude. Mammoth Machine is Lavos 2. It doesn't really get as close as this, really. Spire.
Wow.
47.
What a finish.
That's insane.
This is going to be Zayden having the damage to try to, I think he's trying to beat the Bide. I'm so
It's gonna
proud that
happen.
he found Spire. Because that is not
It's
an
gonna
easy
happen.
find, y'all. If you're new to Lost Worlds, like, those techs that don't need to roll good to be good, you're looking for things that rolled 15. You're looking for things that rolled 20. You're not necessarily noticing things that rolled 20 and 4. You know? Pick that
Yeah,
out.
you want those big.
You're looking for things
That's
that
real.
rolled like 10 and 15 or 20 and 15. Sometimes it's hard to pick out those cheap ones. Zayden starting the Zeal 2 boss right ahead of Spike.
Oh,
Spike heading into Lavos 3. Will he get the menu glitch to set him up for an easier Lavos 3? This is anybody's race
last
as the
fight.
screens fade together into white.
High five.
That's amazing.
That's cool.
Okay,
I
we
like
see
what the
Surge
rocks
getting
do.
hit for quite a bit, but they are okay. They have one Mega Elixir on Zayden's side. He doesn't want to use it yet, so he throws out that Lapis, and he gets going on the Spire damage on Zeal's face. Meanwhile, did Spike get the menu glitch?
No, but it's okay.
He's in a pretty alright spot.
Yeah, he's in a good spot. Yeah.
Hey, he's
Yep.
shielding. Just to put himself in a
Yep.
nice spot at the start of the fight. Zayden immediately getting into the damage race.
Yeah, we're gonna be seeing that halation no time flat. Yeah, this is awesome. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna
These
happen after the
Spires are
Spire
hitting
here.
for almost 5k. That means that that one got a little extra splash damage in past that 10k we're looking at. which means we're probably 2 spires away from the end of this fight on Zhadn's side. What a finish to a race between 2 excellent runners who have been killing it today. As Zhadn continues the fight. Now, because
Knowing
Frog
what
is
to
at the front of the party, he did get the MP Buster, so we had to eat a turn to fix that. But you can see the difference
He was
between
prepared.
Zeal 2 and Lavos 3 in the way they present their damage race.
Napalm finish? Hmm?
That is a clean finish. I'll have an official time here that we'll put on screen. I'll have the tracker put in the official finish here for me. As Zhadn finished with a 1:29.23, I think his first sub 130 seed
Awesome.
in an official
Nice.
race on the Jets of Time channel.
Ooh, baby. He's super ecstatic. I know he is.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He has a lot to be proud of with that run.
Spike is...
Yeah, Spike is
Spike
cleaning
is
up this Lavos here.
wanting to take out, finding... Lightning does a lot. Wants to take down that middle bit.
All right, I'm bringing Zhadn in. Bringing Zhadn in for a quick interview here while we watch Spike finish the rest of his Lavos 3 battle. Zhadn, how you feeling?
Oh, I feel great. I finally got a PB under 1 hour 30.
Yeah, I just said that. I was like, I'm pretty sure that is his first sub 130, and it's in an official race. That was wild. You were about halfway through Geno when Spike
Okay.
got go mode, Lavos go mode,
Oh my gosh.
and he finished all of Tyranno Lair before you started Death's Peak.
Oh my gosh.
And
It's really
you
that spire at the end, right?
you found Spire, and I had no idea if you were going to find Spire because it's a tricky find. But you found it, and it was doing so much damage.
It was doing an insane amount of damage. I actually didn't even wait for the bide for the first time.
I saw
with the
that.
Vending machine.
I saw you go right through
Which I
it.
was never done before, so I was a little bit scared.
Yeah, the prism specs. You found
Everything just kind of came into place.
you found something.
The frog
in,
sword.
You found something in the sealed doors.
The sealed doors.
Yeah, the sealed
I
the
found a haste
pendant.
helm maybe
That was
there.
it. Haste helm, and
Yeah.
that was something that Spike never got.
You know, I assumed that Spike was doing woe because I do Geno, and I think they tend to do woe. But I'm actually not quite sure.
That was a wild race with a wild end game. Me and Nate were both just kind of rooting both of you on to have good, clean end games with no wipes and like good, strong finishes. And you gave us exactly that as Spike continues this Lavos 3 fight.
Yeah, did you see the Geno had both the Robo's Ribbon and the Hero's Medal?
No, we did not catch the Hero's Medal was there.
Yeah, I
We
got that,
missed that.
right before Mother Brain in that that room that you unlock by jumping up to it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't catch that. We were watching, you did an excellent job through that dungeon, and you had, like, your skips in Black Omen were on it today.
Oh, I
And
actually
Death's
felt
Peak,
kind of
you
rough there.
killed it on Death's Peak. You got
Oh, I
Swag
did the
Tree.
first tree skip ever. Did you see the swag tree? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the first
Chat
time I
was
got it.
hype. There was somebody in chat, I think from your chat maybe, that was hype as
Oh,
heck
okay.
about it. Swagsta?
Heck yeah. Oh, Swagsta. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Swagsta was
That's
cheering you
awesome.
on. Nate,
Oh,
can
hey,
you
I'm
ask
keeping an eye
for...
on Spike's side.
No, you're okay. Alright, he is going to have to take a reset here. Make sure to put himself in an even better spot for Lavos 2 and 3 here. And we will see him push through that. What were so you made a kind of late game decision, like after 20 minutes, to go up Dactyl Nest. What were
I
you looking
did.
for?
Yeah. You know, I was kind of thinking about the Zeal 2s that I've had where I haven't been able to win the damage race. And so I saw that Fire 1 and Fire 2 sword were really bad. So I was like, I'm going to kick myself if like there's like a 20 ice Marl or something. So then I ran all the way up there and saw the shock with Robo Shock with 20. Then I saw later the Robo's Ribbon also in Geno.
Yeah,
And I really thought about doing it, but everything else
everything
kind of
else
rolled
rolled
bad. So
bad.
yeah,
It was,
I
yeah,
don't know.
he was kind of a weird character. Because lightning is maybe the least useful, like, type of magic to have outside of, like, Reptite Lair.
Yeah. And then in the middle of Black Omen, I was like, you know what? I think I'm just going to redirect all my magic tabs to Chrono instead of Luca for the
Oh,
Spire. So I also
excellent.
started doing that.
That's
So I
excellent.
got a couple of those in.
Because of how it rolled, you were getting double contributions from the Lightning 2 side of things, but the same contribution from the Leap Slash side of things as normal. So using that was double.
Oh,
Yeah, it was like doing a lot
they were
of
both
extra
double
damage.
double. Yeah.
Yeah, because then you get a multiplier when you use it. But yeah, it was really solid. Like you saw how much it was doing to Mutant, and that was the sword part doing nothing to your damage.
Yeah. The first mutant I was experimenting around, I think I did like the triple attack, which like, you know, has the speed
Yeah, and it did
consequences
like
for everyone. So I was
2500.
like, yeah. So I was like, I probably don't want to do that. Then I messed with Napalm, which is pretty good, and then Lightning 2, which was like in theory good, but Chrono's magic isn't amazing. Unless it's for like Spire, I guess. That was incredible.
Yeah, that was wild. Well, Lightning 1 is a 3 cost tech normally, I believe.
Oh,
And
okay. Oh yeah, I
so
guess
it rolled
Spire's Lightning
20.
1, not Lightning 2.
Yeah, Spire uses Lightning 1, I think.
Oh, I see, I see.
But yeah, so it rolled really nice. That's one of those techs kind of like Volt Bite, where like you don't need the components to roll super high for it to do like solid usable damage. So like Spire was a really
Right.
good find for you.
And then early on, I saw the tab-in gear in the hut, and then later in the fair. But then I was like, magic
Spire
defense
is
plus 10 or
Lightning too.
whatever.
You're right.
Haste is probably better. There's a lot of like really unique pieces of armor actually. There was like a barrier dress, there was haste helm, there was all this stuff.
Yeah, you did have
I guess it's
some
almost
kind of
normal,
wild
but
gear. Yeah, Spire's Lightning 2, Volt Bite's Lightning 1. Is what I was thinking of. Spike continuing this Lavos 2 fight. He's gotten one of the arms taken down, and he's going for the other arm now. That's going to send out Obstacle, which we happen to know is stop this seed. I saw you did your Geno conveyor. You like did it earlier on in the seed, and then you
yeah, that's
used
what I was
it to
talking
jump
about.
back in
Yeah.
later. And so we
And it
talked
actually
about
worked
that a
out
little
well.
bit, and it worked out pretty well. It was kind of a long dungeon, just because
It
we were
was.
watching. I think we were watching Spike do Woe at the same time.
Yeah, and I was like kind of not thrilled the entire run because I was relying on Luca's Fire 2, which rolled like an 8 or 6 or something. And then like it kept not instantly clearing, and I kept thinking, I wonder if like Spike chose Robo and it's like doing a 20 shock and just insta clearing everything with like the Robo's ribbon.
I think that's kind of what
I
was
was thinking about
happening,
that a lot.
except Spike didn't have the Robo's ribbon, but he was using Super
Right.
Volt, which is shock and luminaire mixed. So he was using Super Volt to
Did
get
you
through stuff early.
did you see that I did um the kind and respectful thing by shutting off the new?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
No, I didn't.
Just gotta make sure you always shut them off.
We did see you mess around at the fairgrounds a little bit too.
Yeah, you rang the bell.
Yeah.
Validation bell, phone called it.
I don't know. I just thought it'd be funny if I did the bell.
It was. Spike should be on the tail end of this Lavos 2 fight. He's just drilling Lavos 2 while keeping his health up in case he doesn't hit that menu glitch. That was the other thing is, Nate, do you think things would have, on that first attempt, if the menu glitch had been hit by Spike, do you think that would have made a difference for his end game? Like for his first attempt?
Oh, for sure, man. Like, yeah, you hit that menu glitch, you're able to, you know, you get your ethers and all that fun stuff going off to make sure you're all topped off. And you can also, like, mess around with your gear, too. So, yeah, it definitely would have changed stuff for sure.
Yeah. It's
it
like the
would've.
worst feeling in endgame. It's to like miss that menu glitch and be like, okay, I gotta do it the old fashioned way.
Yep, yeah, old reliable. But he's making it through Lavos, too, so
Yeah.
now we're gonna see
Now
possibly
I
popping
think
off.
you both had found go mode at about, I want to say maybe the 50-minute mark. They're right about there, Zayden.
Hmm.
And then we were kind of watching as you were like heading through, and I think finishing Tyranno close to like the 1 hour to 105 mark, right? How were you feeling at those points in the run?
You know, I keep thinking when I was going through Black Omen, like this dungeon is so much longer, and like I'm assuming that Spike is going the opposite way because like I only do
Hmm.
Geno, and I assume, you know, Spike is doing Woe. So I'm thinking I got Go mode so late. I know Woe is a little bit faster. I feel like I got a rush, but I also felt really good because I didn't need to grind or anything, and everything kind of just kept coming in gear wise, you know.
Yeah. What'd you
It made me
think
feel
of
amazing.
double extra goons? That helped
Oh
you
my
a
gosh.
lot, I think. It
Did you
got you
see that I was
fire
like,
a boss early.
yeah. Did you see that I stopped for all those tech points that we were talking about?
Yes, you
Just to get the
stopped at
lightning
like
2
every
before the
fight we
Spire.
talked about. You stopped at and got the extra
And I think
XP
if I
from.
didn't, I
Brilliant.
wouldn't have had Spire for the whatever the mutant was.
Yeah, I think you're right. You played that. That was a really well executed seed. Now, I
Oh,
think
thank you.
Spike didn't even go for the menu glitch this time because he had topped himself off and had good MP numbers anyway. Because
Mm.
I don't know if he went for it that time. But he is keeping everybody topped off. Now, the one thing you want to be a little careful of in Lavos is it's kind of like Zeal, where you don't want to lose too many turns even to healing, because you can lose a couple turns to healing, but if you do it too much, you kind of like you're giving up too much damage to do that. And with a scary background like what we have right now,
Awesome.
Spike did exactly what he needed to. He got that center bit down because
Good.
that could have turned bad because that's Grandstone, right?
Oh yeah, it's the one
Oh
where
yeah, it's
very, very
Grandstone.
bad. Yeah, you'll feel the burn. You'll feel it, dude. Mostly everybody's just, you see prehistory, you just kind of have like that little drop of sweat coming down your face, and it's like, oh boy,
Yeah,
like the middle
for
bit
me
has to
that's
go
the
down.
fair.
Me too.
Because
Yeah,
the
the fair is,
spell, the random status, it's like, oh no, I planned for what obstacle was. I didn't plan for random.
yes, I didn't planned for everybody to get stopped at the
I'm
same
sorry,
time.
obstacle was slow, so I took all my amulets off.
Yeah.
I got
So
so
it's
many amulets in Black Omen.
You
Actually, I got 2 of
did.
them.
Yeah, you were in a really nice spot. That was like you were so decisive on the tail end of your run. And like you could tell we could tell both of you seemed to be like doing extra things just to make sure that your end game would be clean. Like you didn't want to hit end game and be underleveled or not have the tools you needed.
Yeah.
And so like, you know, you were at a really solid level for Zeal.
I
And
also menued a lot with Frog for the heal. I was just terrified about wiping, honestly.
it also you made up quite a bit of time, I think, in Mutant and Elder Lava spawn by finding Spire.
That makes sense. Did you see that I did the menu fight before Guardian and it got
Yeah.
me Sword Stream?
Yes,
Which
we did.
actually was
We were
exactly what I
all
needed.
laughing about that because it's not a fight we see very often, so I kind of popped for it. And then when you
I
unlocked
was doing
something
it
for it,
intentionally
phone
too.
was like planned for.
No, I was planned for it.
Oh, was
I
it?
know no one else is, I know nobody else is gonna do it, so if it drops something good,
How
I
many
can
tech
guarantee
points
that
is
no one
it?
else has it. I don't know. Like, what if it gives like something cool, you
That's
know?
true. What would be interesting is to find out if that fight plus Guardian sets you up for tech tripling at the new fight or anything.
Oh yeah, actually.
Like the same way I use that factory conveyor to set up. It'd be interesting to see. But back to
This lava's
Spike here.
3.
Go ahead and tell us what's going on here, Nate.
Yeah, it's going so much better for Spike. Keeping up with the healing, and Luke, like, I noticed before too, Luca was down on the first fight of Lavos, and now he's playing defensively, which is really it's good. And now we don't have to deal with the fair stuff. No status things are going on, which is awesome. And now Napalm's really like, doing 23, which is really,
solid.
really good.
That's really
It's
good for
super
a single
solid.
tech.
Yeah,
Like
and
there's seeds, that's my dual tech damage.
for real, and it's and I love also too how Napalm's just like a quick thing. It's just like she chucks it, and that's all there is to it.
Now, Zayden, before this fight ends and Spike potentially joins for an interview, I gotta ask you one real important question. How do
Yes.
you feel going into the Clash Async? You and Phone have clicked your tickets for your pass into the last Async.
I feel pretty good. I think like getting a PB in like a kind of a live race makes me feel kind of excited for it. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Excellent. That is a
Hey,
finish for Spike at a 146.39.
hey, GG Spike.
So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Excellent. That is a
Hey.
finish for Spike at. So let's see if we can bring Spike in for an interview here.
Yeah.
And we'll see how he feels about that run. Give us just a moment here as we welcome Spike. Spike, strong finish. How do you feel?
Thank you.
Hey.
Disappointed.
You played incredibly well that seed. I want you to know that first and foremost. You found a go mode that was a really difficult go mode. You found it immediately with like not good gear. You pushed through, you made it through Black Tyranno without issue. You made really good time through everything in your seed. That end game was a little bit rough. You ran into a couple hurdles, but you pushed through them, which is like more important than any of it is being able to push through and learn from that. You found good techs and you found good damage for the last fight. So I think there's a lot of good things to look at with this run. Um, Zayden caught up to you while you were in that first Lavos attempt.
Mm,
So your wipe did not change the race. But I'm sure I know for me when something like that happens in the end, like it's really hard to like push back and get a solid finish. Like you wrecked Lavos 3 that last time. You had
Hmm.
everything under control. You managed the fight perfectly. You were picking your techs well. Like I just want you to know there's a lot of good to see in this race when you rewatch it, okay?
okay.
How'd you feel about the party available? Like was Robo Were you happy to see Robo on Dactyl? Were you hoping for somebody else?
Mm, I mean, I would have liked to have seen someone else with the way he rolled. I mean, his shock was awesome for. I kept him in it because of Super Shock mostly,
Yeah,
but I knew I was gonna put Frog in at the end because Robo wasn't gonna be able to speed well because I couldn't find a ribbon.
yeah. Yeah, and the Robo Ribbon was in Genodome in the room with the
Mm,
robot, so pretty hard to get to, so I don't blame you there at all. Um, and then I don't think we found the other, or we found the Heroes Medal in there as well. I don't think we found the
uh,
sword anywhere, so who knows
I
where
don't
that
know where the
Yeah, I
sword
medal
didn't see
might.
the
was.
sword. If I had to guess, it was in the back of factory or something.
Very well
I
could
went
be.
into back to
Or no,
factory.
no, you went to back. Yeah, it
I
could
did,
have.
Oh, okay.
It could have been. I was thinking about this earlier. It
and then
could have been.
Eris
Yeah, maybe.
or Omen, one of the two.
Yeah, it's interesting. There was also a couple
Yeah,
places in like the labs and areas that we didn't grab every chest. It could have been like that deeper sewers chest or but yeah, that was a
yeah.
really good race. You both had really strong finishes and you should be proud of your runs. Zayden setting a new PB on this seed, getting just under a sub 130, which is awesome. And then just seeing diverging go modes and different strategies at play was just a lot of fun. So I really appreciate you both taking the time to race. I appreciate Nate
Mm.
and Shimmy helping me with commentary and tracking. And we're going to be back tomorrow with some more Lost Worlds action. So I hope everybody has a fantastic night and be on the lookout.